that
There you
mountain.
go.
Scared of Mrs. S.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Mick Tavish is in. Skint's last live. Sounds like you're dying, not just, retiring from YouTube.
I'm dying.
All right. Vaping Mank's in.
Yes, so I see.
Vapor Queen Becky's in just before Free Rider. But he
I
always
was wondering why it
opens the door
said. Why is it saying subscribers only mode? What's that all about?
because you've got to be subscribed.
Oh, it's rather posh.
Well, we are posh.
Snobs.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right, yeah. It just stops, the riff-raff. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's right. I up my duck. I am dead to everyone in the vaping community.
Yeah, that's Flat Cat, but apparently he's not dead because he came back as well.
He's got more life than a fucking cat. Flat Cat. Flat Cat is a suitable name for him also.
Yeah, Flat Cat, yeah. He's pretty good at sign language, though, isn't he? When you're doing the news.
Sorry, mate, are we on?
Yeah, the microphones are on.
Well, all I'm seeing is that I'm still seeing the waiting screen.
Yeah, well, you will do.
Oh, so but right, so but they can't see us.
No.
I'm fucking
So
straight.
put your pants back on, then we're going live in a minute.
But they can hear us.
They can hear us, yeah.
Right, okay.
It's like the
I don't
voice
know
from
what's
above.
happening, I'll just go with 4. I was wondering why we weren't on the screen. I'm sure that was explained to me in the beginning.
So you've
just
never
didn't pay
actually
attention.
watched this. You've never watched this before, then?
Yeah, I did watch the replay of Flat Cap.
Yeah.
And and I
That was
watched I watched a bit of replay with Aiden as well. So I have seen bits and bobs.
Mm-hmm.
But
you didn't watch it from the beginning.
When you're watching the replay, you tend to hit that.
Yeah, you do. Definitely, yeah.
The start.
So you mean all my amazing music that I put on the intros, you never watch any of that?
No, I'm sorry, I don't. No, I don't.
Does anybody else watch any of that?
Yes, I'm sure McTavish has watched it because he'd watch his fucking everything.
Does he?
Yeah, he's like glued to his fucking phone 24/7. I think I've got a bit of a complexion going on. I need to fucking see what that is.
We never got the round of applause that we normally get. Apparently, we're now on cam.
See, that confused me because I thought we were told from those in the higher power.
Well, yeah.
There'd be
There's definitely a problem with the Matrix. I think tonight. I don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. You're lucky. I've had to come on a different computer because I've got a problem with mine where every now and again it decides that it doesn't want to do internets, and so every show that you go on, it goes up, 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 and it's driving me insane. So I've decided I'm going to give it to somebody.
Your
Probably
computer?
Becky. No, not really.
Right.
I'm going to sell it to somebody. I don't know about give it to somebody. So let's go down this chat and then we'll get on and have a chat. So we did Hooked on Funk. Good evening, McTavish. Skint's last night. We've done all this, haven't we? Good evening, Mank. How you doing? Good evening, Becky. Good evening, Freerider. Good evening, Blazing Vapes. I've just been on the show with him earlier, so I know all about him tonight. Good evening, Scott Morrison. If I miss you, you'll have to shout. Good evening, Cloud Chucker. How are you doing? Let's try not to double up. Good evening, Lynn Smith. I tell you what, I've got a 12% stout here. And it's like drinking brown ale and vodka mixed together.
Fuck me, 12%.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it off a guy with a shopping trolley.
With a shopping trolley.
Swapped a bit for a bottle of white line.
Don't leave out any details.
So we've done Lynn Smith. Good evening, Scott Morrison. Good evening, Noel, the vaping dogman. I say too many times. I better not.
Has he always been a vaping dogman?
No, it was her scene.
Oh, I thought that.
Are we done? Hey up, me duck. Good evening. Then it does that big jump. Do you ever go down the chat when you're doing? Oh, when you used to do your show?
I don't do it. McTavish does it. I'm royalty for doing that shit. McTavish does it. One of my minions does it.
Good evening, Steve Nichols. Good evening, the Irishman. And that's it. That's everybody. We will shout you out as we go through the show. If you,
I don't do it. I don't do it because I'm fucking shite at it.
Oh yeah. Well, what normally happens is as you're going down, you get 3/4 of the way down, and all of a sudden this chat takes a massive, great big jump like that, and then you have to try and work out where you were, which doesn't really work out.
Well, they say check your participants and then go into chat. So I used to do that, but I'd still miss out half of them.
Yeah, well, that only does what, as far as I can work out, that only does who's been chatting. So, well, then again, you wouldn't be able to see them if they haven't been chatting. I don't know anyway, but you usually miss most people out if you do it that way, don't you? Mm-hmm. I watch everything. I ghost a lot, though, more like a podcast while I do stuffing around the house. Well done. The ironing, dishes, etc.
I don't believe that, Mick. Do you?
Not really.
No.
He's
iron the dishes.
So yeah. Apparently, you're lazy.
I'm lazy.
Mm.
That's why I get Mick and all that.
Yes, right.
Because I'm a lazy bastard.
I'm a pro at ironing and doing the dishes. Bloody hell. Do you know, I'm not really into that type of thing. I've been married a lot of years. I've been married 37 years last week.
And do you do the ironing?
No.
Do you do dishes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's only two of us.
Mm-hmm. And
she cooks beautiful. Go on.
Does Mrs. Mick, does she do all the iron?
Yes.
Lazy bastard.
But she doesn't drive, does she? So I do all the driving. She does all the ironing.
Oh, right. I was going to say, you don't fucking need to drive to do ironing. If you get a license there before you pick up the iron, so.
Wait, we've been married 37 years. You just, we do have jobs. I do a little bit of ironing sometimes, to be honest, but very, very rarely because, after about 3/4 of an hour of ironing a shirt. Hello, Cheech, who's cancelled. Not really sure what that means, but hello. Mr. Anderson's in as well. Good evening,
Oh,
Mr. Anderson. It's a good
Mr.
job you pointed that out. Well, I'm on a laptop now, so it's all a bit like this. I could do with a set of binoculars.
Hey, why are you on a laptop?
Because the AMD processor just seems to want to intermittently decides that it doesn't want to do any sort of video calls. Good evening, Graham. Spelt correctly.
I was watching a live show the other day, and there was a debate whether Graham was Cheech.
I don't know. There's no point in even debating it. Really,
no, but there's Graham and Cheech in the one room. I've never seen that before. So maybe
it's always happens.
Is it?
It's a bit like Michael Jackson and Latoya. You never saw them in the one room, did you?
Nope.
Actually, I've never seen Latoya doing the moon dance. Anyway, good evening, Mr. Skint Paper, and welcome to our little thing, what we do intermittently on a Monday night at 10 o'clock called the 510.
Thank you very much.
And for the first 3 minutes, it is a vape show, but after that, it just, it isn't anymore. So can you tell me what you're vaping on?
Hang on. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going for a can of juice, but it's a wee over there. What am I vaping on? That's a fucking Vaporesso Gen X.
Has it got a chip?
Has it got a chip?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that Vaporesso chip, hasn't it? That one.
Did you do a song about it, like Flat Cap did?
Yeah. The intake single coil, as always, I would have about 10 of them in a fucking row. I love them a bits.
Really?
I'm using the Zeus stock coil here, which I'm not getting on with at all. It's pissing me off. No, it's fucking, the coils are burning out really quickly. I don't know why.
Yeah,
and what is this again? What's this? Fuck it, I stole this off
Munchkin. X.
Yeah, I'm trying it out. I got it off Munchkin, and I don't like it. No, I prefer the
Legend.
Like it? I prefer the Legend.
Yeah, I use both.
Do you know, I like the small screens and things. I don't like the big fucking screens. I'm strange. I was using this Smock Mag P3, I think, innit?
What the hell? With the yeah.
Which I got a loan of from Mr. Stuart Kavanagh. And I don't like it.
No. The retail are about 13 quid now.
Are they?
No, they're really
those
cheap,
ones?
Yeah, they're quite cheap, the mags.
Fuck me.
Bill Pitt.
I like the idea. I like the idea, but it wouldn't fucking got them down fucking wattage for me for some reason.
Yeah.
Then it does, and it doesn't. So it's temperamental, but he's had it for years.
According to McTavish, it's the Axon chip.
Yeah, and the Vaporesso, I think. He's just catching up. He's a bit slower, McTavish.
So I've done a couple of shows today and things, live streams and a review on a knife sharpener and stuff like that. So I'm on the Aegis X as well with the more famous than Evans skin, with the Arbiter on top, the original one, with some of my own creation, which is the Posh Vape Jus, but I haven't actually written on this one. PVJ, Posh Vape Jus, which is strawberries and champagne. And it's really nice if you like to mix the strawberries and champagne, if you have a look at that.
Sounds like Mick's pish water.
No, it's not. It's top notch.
If my pish water is top notch, what you try to say?
Is it? I've also got the Arbiter 2 on the Hexome, which is I built today on a live stream and is pretty sexy, to be honest, with some proper coils in there.
Very good. Oh, he does some good coils. He does some good coils.
They're 0.16 Claptons. And in there, you'd like this stuff because it was only £2.99 with a nick shot included.
Oh, no, I wouldn't like it. Blueberry
you wouldn't like the flavour?
I like desserts.
No, this is blueberry bubblegum. It's cheap, but it's nice. For $2.99, it's a lot cheaper than a packet of cigarettes, and it'll last an awful lot longer than one, won't it, really?
Is that 50 mil, was it?
Yeah, 50 mil with a free nick shot. For $2.99.
Yeah. Oh, Rainbow Vapes are doing some good deals at the moment with juice. They're doing, it's a 100 mil at a $5 with free nick shots.
That's good.
But they're doing, some of their stuff's excellent. They've got what was it I was getting? Fucking, I've got a bottle here.
I use their, a lot of their concentrates. I buy a lot of concentrates off them.
Coffee House, the bottle's a bit gubbed. Coffee House, salted caramel coffee.
Nice.
Lovely.
I bet it is, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
In this one, in the Aegis Legend with the Dark Side of the Moon skin on. This is the original one. that came out first, and then Bill's got one the same, and then all the other ones were made slightly different. So,
Very nice.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? This
Very
was
sexy.
Jay sent that over when I didn't even know who he was. He says, "Oh, I want to send you a present." Anyway, this came over, and we've been talking about him ever since. To be honest, another arbiter on there with some of Mr. Nevin's Tropic in there, which is obviously tropical fruits and stuff. I can read down the label if you really want me to, but
No.
you like desserts, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody want a recipe for Skint's pishwort?
McTavish, that is fucking a secret. Well, not anymore. I'm actually no Skint Vapor's dead, so yeah, firing.
If you like a bit of custard and cream, like the old Suicide Bunny, that's the one you want.
Mm.
That blush is gorgeous.
That looks posh.
I was talking. Well, yeah, it is posh. Posh vape. Well, it's not posh vape, and this trifle's good as well. $17.99 with 2 free nick shots.
$17.99, 50
No, it's not. It's 120 when you put the nick shots in.
Yeah, okay. Well, still $17.99.
Oh yeah, but you are Skint after all.
Skint's Pishwater comes out. It works out. I've worked out. I did a video. I think it works out about 50 pence a fucking for 100
gallon.
Yeah.
And I've got a little drink. Tonight. I wasn't going to have a drink, but I've had a bit of one of those days with the AMD processors and internet not going off. So this is the Death Star Episode 2. Northern Monk Death Star Episode 2. 12% stout.
Very Star Warsy.
Chocolate, peanut, and caramel imperial stout, 12%. And to be honest, I'm pretty new to stouts, and it's a certain gentleman from the Netherlands that got me onto them, because I got some pretty cheap from where my wife works, even though they were quite expensive, but they were just cheap. And I put them in the fridge. And he says, "Oh, you never put them in the fridge." And he was right. You don't put them in the fridge. You just drink them at room temperature. And I've got that in the Duval chalice. Look at that. It even looks good, doesn't it?
You're just so posh tonight, Mick. I did not realise you were a snob. I did not realise this. I would never have agreed to come on here with the likes of you.
Well, I was in this beautiful place the other week called Holland, drinking out of one of those Duval chalices, and I kept going to ask the girl behind the bar if I could buy one. Anyway, I had to come home because the dear wife had COVID, and I never got one bought. So when I got home, I went on Amazon and sent my wife a link and said, "I want one of those for my birthday." They're not actually that expensive, really, for what they are, but they do look good. Good evening, the chair. I knew they was found out it was really posh that this day would come.
I know.
No, not at all posh.
I suppose the fucking shiny bald head should have told us that he polishes it on a daily basis. That's just poshness.
I hear from other people that you were before you actually saw me live on the internet that you used to have long hair.
I'm rough, mate. I've got a roughness to me, and I've not developed that skill yet to get the shine.
The spectacles are probably fake as well. They just want it to look like me.
Yes, I got these from Amazon. They were actually listed as Micks specs. Perfect.
Well, you look very cool. Anyway, I just need to grow a beard now. Now you're leaving, I just need to grow a beard.
Yeah, I know. Mike's looking more like me these days, I think, which is fucking terrifying.
I've just followed him on Facebook, to be honest, so I'm going to look forward to his travels. I was hearing from when I got roasted last week that Mank actually has been live on Facebook, and I've missed it. So now I've corrected that mistake, and I've sought him out and followed him.
Benny.
Mixed value specs. Benny Vapes.
Has he got a radio show tonight, is it?
He has, yeah, 11 o'clock.
80s stuff as well, isn't it?
80s stuff, yeah. So that's another question I want to ask you. He does this little thing called Cuddler's Corner at 12 o'clock, just as he's finishing,
right.
which was based on when you used to finish the evening and have a little cuddle with a bird and then take her out.
Yeah, it sounds.
Did you were you listening to that when Mrs. Skint fell pregnant?
What, Benny?
Yeah, Benny's Cuddler's
Definitely
Corner.
Not. No. Definitely not. I think that would have made me fire blanks.
Oh dear. So is the day coming soon that you're going to be a father once again?
13th of December.
Oh, nice. That'll be nice.
13th of December, which is it was 2 days before my son's birthday, which is a joy. So we'll have 2 fucking birthdays in a row. And then it's about, 13th, so it's 4 days after my birthday. So
All works out
three
right then.
birthdays in the 1 month, which is not nice.
Well, I was born on the 10th of November, and if you work it out, which is like 9 months after, roughly 9 months after Valentine's Day. So most people, that is why lots of people are born in, around the 10th of November, 8th, 7th, you know what I mean? So that's where we all come from.
We don't really go out to plan it that way.
No.
But I don't fucking know why all our children are in the winter. They're all in the winter for some reason.
Well, it's because you live in Scotland.
Yeah, it's no, because then it's
nothing else to do,
won't it?
Ah, yeah, of course, yeah. Well, what is spring in Scotland? Only -8.
Well, we don't have fucking spring. Yeah, I'm just going to say that we get fucking. Well, we might get a spring around June or July, and then it's back to winter.
Yeah. I worked in Forth in Lanarkshire for a full winter, for November till February. Yeah, up on a open cast coal mine, 3 mile in the middle of a peat bog, and that was cold.
We've got family in Forth. In the Forth.
Oh, yeah.
The Forth. Yes.
The Forth, yeah.
Mm-hmm. How long were you working there?
3 months, 1996. 1995.
Yeah, 95.
95, yeah. Stayed in the Manswood Hotel.
It would have been run down then. It's run down at the moment. It had been run down even then. It was a shithole. No offence to anyone from Forth to watching, by the way, but it's a shithole. It's not much to it.
Stayed in the Manswood Hotel, which is now rubble, I think.
I couldn't tell you. I've not been in the Forth. Well, I've been in the Forth, but I just went to see my relatives and then left.
Yeah.
I didn't go around seeing the fucking...
We knew it was going to be a fantastic place when they had shutters on the shop in the daytime.
It was roughness.
But they were nice. They were nice people, don't get me wrong. It was lovely. It was the first time I'd ever actually been to Scotland. So.
Well, you've got Lanark down the road as well, and that's nice.
Yeah.
You can go down the New Lanark Falls and Glide and stuff like that.
We were some nice
places. No, well.
We were working 14 hours a day, so we never got a chance. We came home every Saturday for half a day and then went back. It was ridiculous, really. But it was mental. It was one of them. It was just ridiculous. And we stayed till February. Because when's Burns Night? What's the date for Burns Night?
Oh fuck, February something, innit?
Yeah, we finished the week after that.
No, 14th. No,
that's Valentine's Day.
16th. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Anyway, the following week after that, we went home, and I wasn't pleased to leave. It wasn't sad to leave, to be really honest. But it's the first time I've ever witnessed proper Burns Night in Scotland. So that was nice. They piped the haggis in, and they gave us all a little bottle of Burns beer and a little miniature of whiskey.
Lovely.
Well, me being the way that I am, I followed that down with another 3/4 of a bottle, and ended up pretty rough all the next day, to be honest.
And did you? Do you like haggis?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, but I do, yeah. Yeah, I've had it a few times. I like it. I genuinely like it. If I saw it on a menu, I would order it on purpose. I really do it.
Oh, I'm not. I don't like haggis. I like black pudding. I don't like haggis. So.
Yeah, I like black pudding as well. Do you drink whiskey?
January 25th. Is that Burns Night?
Oh, well, it was. Yeah,
maybe.
There you go. It was a week. It was just early. Graham knows because he's Scottish.
Yeah, I'm Scottish. I should fucking know, and I don't. Yeah, I drink. Well, I drink cheap whiskey. If I'm honest.
Yeah, what do you drink?
Just cheap supermarket whiskey. If I'm in the whiskey mood, I probably prefer Jack Daniels. If I'm honest.
Yeah, I do find Scotch. Well, I do like Scotch. I really do like Scotch, and I also like Irish. But I do find both Scotch and Irish about 3/4 of the way down the bottle just start to turn your stomach over and make you feel a bit.
That's because me and McTavish always say this. It's because we're out fishing in the streams. You're getting the water for the fucking whiskey out of streams, isn't it?
Yeah, I do like a nice. I haven't drunk it for a long time, but I do. I used to like something like the Freud, a real peaty, real heavy peaty one. But probably if a Scotsman saw the way I drunk it, they would probably be pretty annoyed because I always put a drizzle of Sprite in it.
You could do,
and then you get.
You would love it up here because there's like fucking how many distilleries? We're surrounded by distilleries, millions and millions of distilleries. It's and a lot of them you can just go in and walk in and get a tour and stuff like that. Yeah.
My brother went and did one, and he brought me this whiskey back with what looked like a medicine bottle with a white sticky label on the side of it. Oh, it was good. Honestly, it was. Well, it was just, it just come out the thing, and it was like, yeah, I would sell this. Jeez, there was nothing fancy about it, but it was a fancy whiskey. But my birthday last week, I haven't been buying whiskey for a while, and because I do tend to drink it all at once, so I don't buy it and then I don't drink it. Works out well. So my daughter bought me a bottle of Johnny Walker Double Black, which I absolutely love. I can drink that with nothing in it whatsoever, and it's so bloody smooth. For my 50th, she bought me a bottle of the Blue Label, and I just saved it and saved it and saved it. I used to have a little nip of it every now and again, and it was one with a cork in it, and it was left laid down. And I took it out of the box one day, and it actually, the cork was just about to leak, so the rest of the Blue Label would have gone in the box.
Oh,
anyway, I had to drink it that day. It was unfortunate.
I bet you were gutted.
God, it's gorgeous. Have you ever tried the Blue Label?
No.
If you buy it over the water in where Jay lives, it's €22 a shot, and it's absolutely lovely. But
my dad was a big Southern Comfort fan, and it's fucking rotten. Have you ever tried Southern Comfort?
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, I've been drunk on that a few times. It's
like drinking fucking perfume.
Yeah, it is.
Like it.
One of the cheapest bottles of whiskey I ever bought was from America, and it was a bottle of Bowmore.
Oh, right.
Mad, isn't it? Sanford Airport in Florida, and I bought it from there.
Fucking hell.
First thing I noticed when I was in Scotland is whiskey's bloody expensive.
Yeah, well, unless you buy it supermarket's own brand.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Which tastes like shit.
Can you drink Bell's?
No, I prefer White and Mackay to Bell's, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I was looking at Cheech Cancel said Buckfast. Have you tried Buckfast, Mick?
No, never.
No.
Well,
you haven't lived, my friend. You haven't
lived. No. You can buy it here as well. There's a shop here that sells it.
It's a fucking world of its own, that stuff.
What does it taste of? Is it like a strong wine or something?
It tastes like a syrup. Quite syrupy taste to it. It's like wine and syrup, putting wine and syrup together. There's a thickness to it. But it leaves the thing about Buckfast, when you take a drink of it, it seems to light a fire in your belly. And then that fire goes right up. And you can feel it coming up. And everybody will tell you that I drink Buckfast. That's one of the best parts about it.
I'm desperate for some now.
Yeah, you should try it. It does. It seems to light a fucking fire, and you feel a heat coming all the way up your chest.
I've seen Pud Puffs when he's been on the Buckfast.
But it does some strange things. I'm not allowed to drink it. Mrs. S won't let me drink it because I tend to
pee in the wardrobe.
I tend to want to go to fucking war and start fighting everybody and battling. But it's full of caffeine. It fucks you up. It fucks me up. Right. Some people are fine on it, but I can't drink it without wanting to battle for some reason. Anything else, I'm fine. I'm not like that drunk, but Buckfast, definitely.
Yeah.
What about the elephant in the room?
It's all right. Jay gets this urge to, he thinks I don't know what I'm doing, and sometimes he gets the urge to start telling me what to do.
Is he your manager?
I don't think we'd last long if he was.
Mick's got a fucking manager. See, at BargainVapesLife, we can't afford management. We've just got to fucking put up in Liz and our whip. That's all we get.
Oh, dear. Wrong chat, lol.
Dutchman.
He was doing it when Mike Haynes came on. He said he started to tell me. Bearing in mind, I'd been doing research on Mike Haynes for a month before. He decided, well, do you maybe ought to ask him about this? Maybe I said, don't worry, I think I'll be all right. I'd sort of lived it for 3 or 4 weeks, and that's why I don't know if you noticed, I was quite upset by it. Really, to be honest, it was a really strong story, and I'd been watching about him for about 3 or 4 weeks, and it was quite an emotional outlet, to be honest, and really heavy because he said it would be, because it is, because that's murder, isn't it? You know what I mean? So we started
shows. I missed them.
Did you?
I heard the first one was riddled with fucking trolls. Apparently, was it?
No, the one's on here. The one on here.
Oh, right. No, I missed it.
That's the one you want to watch.
Yeah.
So how long have you been started as a vape reviewer then? When did you start? You've been 2 years? A year and a half?
Oh, fuck. When was it? 2000. When did the lockdown start? Was it 2019?
Last year, 2020.
No.
About the same time as me then. Yeah, March 2020. In England.
I thought it was 2019. Yeah, maybe it must have been then. It's only a year.
Yeah, it feels like about 12, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a year and a half, really.
You might be right then. A year and a half, So, that's why I did it, because of lockdown, fucking I was bored and wanted to do something, and I'd been watching some vape reviewers at the time.
Yeah.
and thought I could do that, man. Like everybody else. And then you do it and you go, fuck, I'm shit, but I'll just carry on anyway.
Yeah, but now I don't think anybody's shit, are they? I think, you know, you can watch somebody what's got a lot of subs and you just think, well, it's not really for me, but they're not shit to somebody else.
You're individual, mate. You're individual.
And the fact that people watch anything that you do means that somebody likes it.
Jordy Vapor. Don't body shame me. I think you're referring to him as the elephant. There's quite a few elephants in the room then, Jordy, mate. Don't worry about that. I'm there as well, mate.
When I went back to work after the lockdown, I sat in the car and I thought, Christ, there's two of us. And I was uncomfortable and, you know, oh, God, I don't fit in this car very well. Then I got a bad back because I hadn't been used to sitting down for so long. Posh people.
It was weird. I think since lockdown ended, you get busy. You get really busy and things start picking up again. And you've sort of been spent that time doing reviews and stuff. Yeah. And I just don't have fucking time now. I just don't have fucking time now. And you'll find it yourself.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, about just as we started to get going again, it's about the time then. Hello, Liz. About the time then that I think Vaperesso sent something for me. And you're like, shit, I've had all this time and now you send it. And you're trying to fit it in. You know, I did, Nick sent his juice line the other week. And I was just going away and I wanted to get him out because obviously it was the, you know, the launch of it and stuff like that. I ended up doing one at 4:00 in the morning. So, yeah.
Well, Vaperesso dumped me.
They dump everybody, I think.
They dumped me because of this. And this. Because of shit. They leaked. They sent me about 3 of them, by the way. And they leaked really badly. So I did the right thing. Well, I think it was the right thing. The Vaperesso had been quite good to me. So I messaged them, asked them, telling them the situation. I says, what about a review? I'm going to have to put a review out here and it's going to be terrible. And they asked me not to review them. So I wasn't too comfortable with that either. So when my goodbye video, I mentioned it in there that it was shit. And Vaperesso never get back in touch after that. And they never offered me another thing.
To be honest, they don't get in touch with me either.
No. So they kind of backed off a bit, I think, haven't they?
Yeah.
They backed off. They were getting everybody to review their stuff.
Yeah.
And then they seem to have sort of backed off a bit. But there's been a couple of people that have left. Or they've changed jobs or something like that. And now it's new people that's dealing with reviewers and they're sort of they're not giving it to just anybody anymore.
No. Well, it's up to them, isn't it?
Us, Mick.
The likes of us.
Yeah. You've
got to be posh to get one. I mean, it's fair enough, isn't it? To do what they want.
Yes. I mean, Vaperesso, they were the first company to give me anything. The very first company to give me anything. I think I fucking 300 or 400 subs or something at the time. Oxford, I think you're fucking. I mean, I've told. Well, Oxford's got a lot of fans, but I don't like them. I don't like. No, because they were quite cheeky about it. If they didn't need to be cheeky. They could have come back. I'd sent an email basically saying, would you like me to review it? I think it was a certain thing. Maybe an arbiter, don't know, can't remember.
Yeah.
Saying, can I review this? And they basically replied, more or less telling me they didn't like my reviews. And my channel wasn't up to standard for Oxford. So they can go and fuck off.
Yeah. I buy most of my stuff anyway. Just, you know, I did a review today on a knife sharpener on the other channel because I thought it was a particularly good knife sharpener, to be honest. So that was the only reason I did it. But
there's a guy that does. He's called Freaky Reviews. Have you ever seen his stuff?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, it's Facebook. He reviews everything, anything weird stuff, and I'd like to do that. Yeah. I'd like to do that. You can buy really cheap stuff off the Chinese websites and fucking. I think they'd be funny. A lot of them you can make funny. So if I ever come back, I think I might do that.
The thing is, if you, I mean, like I was going to buy a microphone. I wanted to buy this microphone, so I did about, you know, I kept searching, and they're all comparing it with something else. And there's some reviewers, they've got the most annoying voices. They're really good reviewers, but you just can't put up with them. The time, like one of them in particular, he's good at what he does, but he sounds like Mickey Mouse. Hello, how are you? And I'm like, you can't listen to this. I can't listen to this. You know, and it is a top-notch review, and you can see he is, because you know the room he's sat in is absolutely full of everything you could ever think of. But I just can't. But somebody else would just watch him and think he's amazing.
That's the way it works. I mean, there's fucking Geordie sitting there at Vaporesso sending him a load of stuff. He sees he's lying, but fucking Geordie at the moment, where did this guy come from?
He's on fire.
Where the fuck did this guy come from?
He's on fire. We can't.
He must have a big cock or something, because he's attracting some pretty fucking pussy. I'm telling you, he's he's doing really well, isn't he?
He's attracting some serious heat.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Good on him, though. Good on him.
Do you know who we've got next week?
Geordie.
Well, Green, actually.
Is it?
Yeah,
oh, I heard this. I can't remember.
He's sitting in that chair there. Can he borrow your chair? Because he's got a good backdrop to it.
Borrow my mountain. Yeah, you can sit up there.
I was obviously, I don't know Green, although I do watch quite a lot of his stuff, and I do comment in his chats, and I do listen to what he says. And I mean, he was one of the reasons I bought this microphone. I'd sort of looked at you know, the way he did it and stuff like that. And I've got a friend, I did an interview with on my other channel called Doug, and we used to call him the audio Nazi. And it was, if you ever wanted to go into one of his Skype chats and you sounded like shit, he'd just kick you out. He said, nobody will ever listen to you unless you've got a decent sort of audio, you know. And so I sort of followed that sort of route to doing stuff. And obviously, go on.
Oh, sorry, carry on, Mick.
Obviously, Jay's a friend of who knows Green, or he's, you know, associated with Green for quite a few years. And he said, who would you really like to talk to? I said, well, one Skint first week. And I said, second week, I said, I'd like to talk to Green. He said, well, I'll see if I could sort it out for you. So here we are. First week, you. Second week, Green.
I think I don't know if Benny will tell you if he's done the same, but I think if you have a live show, a regular live show, vape show, then you've probably tried to get in touch with Green, and you've probably tried to get in touch with a lot of the bigger ones. And I did all that, and they never get fucking back to me. But my cock's small compared to Geordie's, so.
One thing I did do, because obviously we're sponsored by Proper Coils, and Nick Devine. I don't know if you have you heard of Nick Devine? Big G's a fan of Nick's. Yeah, well, so it obviously is John from Proper Coils, and we were talking one night.
Yeah,
I'd love to get him on my show, and he said he's followed me back and he's done this, that, and the other. So I thought, well, watch this. So I got on his Instagram and started, and I went, Nick, I said, you could make somebody's week if you just went on and did a live show with Proper Coils. He went, yeah, man, we'll sort it out. That was it. As easy as that. Got straight back to him. And sure enough, that weekend, that's what they did.
I think it helps if you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah, well, I didn't really know Nick, but I've always been, I mean, I got Heavy Metal Vapor on once. And I always used to start doing it on a Wednesday night when I was drunk. And because you get really, you know, ballsy, don't you? I mean, the first one I ever asked, I think, was Mark Solo, which at the time we'd got about 13 subscribers and he's got nearly 4,000. And you think, he'll never even get back to me. And he went, yeah, sure. What date do you want to do it? You know, and then we got Little Bro and, you know, and you know, everybody. Nobody really said no.
No.
Obviously, you know, sometimes they don't get back to you or that type of thing.
It's hard to do it a lot. I mean, I think when you start up, I don't know if Geordie, I'm sure, has got a few invites with that giant cock of his. But when you start up, you get a lot of invites on shows, a lot of invites. But there was a lot more shows back then, I think. Am I right? Because you had the Saturday Night Vaporway, you had the UK Vape Show. There seemed to be a lot more shows on back then than what there is now. And you end up, within about a fucking month or two, you've been on every single show.
Yeah.
When you start. And then nobody's interested. And they leave you alone for about 6 months.
You just start to get, I think you start to do your own thing, though, don't you? I mean, the first one we ever went on was a Northern Union Vape Show, but that was 2 hours after we started.
Yeah, I remember you starting, you and
me and Bill.
Yeah, I remember that.
But we'd been after it for a while, to be honest. I went on Fagan's show. Hello, Mike Haynes. And you know, I didn't get invited on Fagan's show. It was like a bit of a free for all. A couple of times I got on there and stuff like that, and I really enjoyed it. And one of the first reviewer with a big name that actually subscribed to us was Brian Herb. And I actually took a photograph of the fact he'd subscribed to us. He probably unsubscribed 10 minutes later, but I've still got that photograph. Brian Herb, I subscribed to.
Oh, no.
And I thought it was amazing. But even now, sometimes I'll just pop in. They have a Zoom room and I'll pop in there and say hello and Mike Vapes and that. And Fagan's a nice guy.
Some of the bigger reviewers leave their subscriptions public. Daniel, DJ LSB.
Yeah.
He subscribed to me.
Yeah, did to me.
And he still subscribed as far as I know.
Yeah. I don't know if he left, but...
I seem to do he must have done quite a few in the UK then.
Yeah, maybe did, yeah. Yeah, probably looking for something different. I'm not going on another show until Mick has me on. All right. Oh. There you go.
There you go.
Well, I don't know, really. You know, the size of that wanger, I can't keep up with it.
Don't have condoms to fit. You need to use fucking bones, actual bones.
You don't want to come on our show, Geordie, because the bloody internet keeps going on. Yeah, it is a thing. It's going to happen that one day soon. I'm trying to think who else. If you had the choice of guests who you were going to have on, who would it be? Who would it have been?
Oh, fuck, Mank is obsessed with Bogan, so probably to keep Mank happy, I'd get Bogan on. Yeah. I did write to Bogan again, never fucking get a reply, but...
No, I didn't get a reply to Bogan. Did try that one night when I was drunk.
So Mank would probably like Bogan. Me, do you know, I'm quite happy with the guys I know, like yourselves and Funky Hooker and Aidan. Aidan's a brilliant fucking laugh to have in BVL. We've had some good fucking times in BVL with Aidan. Yeah. Flat Cap is good to sit and have a chat with as well. I'm happy with these guys.
Yeah.
The big guys, I don't watch a lot of the big guys either. Not really.
I must admit, I don't know.
No.
You know what I mean? I think there's the English reviewing scene or the British reviewing scene has took off majorly since obviously they've had the problems with getting stuff. I was watching Fagan the other night. I ain't watched him for a while.
Is he?
I was going somewhere and I was just listening to him. Yeah, Grim Green's gone live on me. I'll have a word with him about next week.
That's Geordie's told him to fucking do that. He's sewn up. Grim,
that's right. Nick,
go live, mate. Okay, Geordie, pal.
Yeah. Your name's not down. You're not coming in.
Very much.
Yeah, and they were Mark Fagan and his wife were vaping liquid that had come in from a subscriber that they'd made. So whether they can't get it still, I don't know, or whether they're struggling to get it where they live, I don't know. But it's bloody ridiculous. So you've been going a year and a half. What's your biggest? What's the biggest views you ever got on a review?
I don't know. I think I was on Ian's show. I've not been annoyed by Vape Show. Why was I on with Ian? It must have been Northern Union Vape Show, I think, when I was on as a guest the very first time. And Ian was picking out. Ian used to do like Flat Cap. He used to have a little book thing, the little note thing.
Yeah.
You were a reviewer back in fucking 19 Canteen and whatever. And he asked that. And I thought it was something else, and he told me it wasn't. It was this, and I can't remember what it was. I don't know, but I think it was my fourth video or something like that. It's up in 10,000 views or something like
that. I saw one, and it was for something really cheap, really, and I can't remember what it was now. I should have looked into it before I come on, but it was something.
The clones, I get good reviews for the clones.
Yeah, and there was over 10,000 on it.
Yeah,
and it was it might have been a clone idea.
Oh, is it a squonk? Is it a squonk one?
I don't know.
I compared the two squonkers, a Geek Vape squonk and Topside. And I think it was quite early on in my fucking reviewing. And it's a shit video of what's...
It obviously, you know, it can't be shit because 10,000 people watched it.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
I did one on the other channel, which has got 98 subscribers. And I did one for taking card payments in your taxi, and it's got like 5.5, 6, something like that. And you just, without that amount of subscribers, and then you try your absolute hardest for like 6 hours to get everything right to do an RDA, and you get 140, and you think, God, is it worth it? You know what I mean?
You know, I don't. The numbers. I'll be honest. The numbers don't. They've never really bothered me. They really haven't.
Oh, they do me.
No, as I always say, people, you've got to take note of the numbers because the numbers will tell you whether it's working or not. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I think anyway. That's the way I work.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I would have liked to have got to 1,000. I'm not far off the 1,000. I would have liked to have got to 1,000. I'm not going to get to 1,000 because this is the last fucking show I'm doing. But
until January.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with what I've done. It was good fun. Yeah. It was a good laugh.
Yeah.
Jordy, Skint, I appreciate the fact you messaged me. I messaged Jordy and asked him if he wanted to go on BVL. And I forgot he does a show at the same time as me. Oh shit! Sorry, mate. I did know. I have seen it a little bit.
I ended up toing and froing that night, and I missed the fact that you were leaving till the next day.
Yeah, well, we were only doing it monthly, like, so we sort of stuck with the 9:30 and the Friday. But it's all Geordie's now. It's all yours, mate. Fire in.
Well, basically, it's all Geordie's fault for going on the same time as you.
Well, I'm saying it's all his. The lads, I think, are going to carry it on, but I don't know. They're talking between themselves, but I think they're maybe going to take a wee break for now and maybe bring it back at some stage.
So, have you got anything in that Coke, Pepsi that you're drinking then, or because you're on about your 15?
No, it's just Pepsi Max. I'm drinking. I've got a cold, and I fucking see when you get a cold, you just don't want to drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I usually have a little drink when I'm doing a live show. In fact, I always have a little drink when I'm doing a live show, but because I've got a cold, I'm not feeling it.
I don't normally, but today I've had a bit of one of them days where it just got on my nerves. So I thought I'm just going to try one of these stouts that I bought last week. And the thing is, I'm 55 now. So what you have to be careful of is if you drink 2 drinks, then you need to go to the bathroom. And that doesn't really work out.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's your decision for packing it all in? Is it because you're too busy? Are you just fed up with trying to organise stuff to get going with it?
There's a host of reasons. It was really, it's just I decided to pack in the reviewing a while back, and I put a video up saying that's me packing in the reviewing. I was planning on packing the whole lot in then, and I was talking to Heed, and I quite enjoyed fucking BVL. I was looking back in BVL old shows, and I was sitting having a laugh and stuff like that, and I thought it was good fun. Yeah. And Heed was talking to me, and he's like, we could bring it back, and I was like, do you know, I think we could, and maybe bring it back once a month just for a laugh. To have a laugh once a month. So we did that, and I think we did have a laugh, and it was good fun. But then I was sitting with Mrs. S the other night, and she's heavily pregnant. Yeah. And the Babino's round the corner, and she's knackered and exhausted, and we've got a lot of other kids and stuff like that as well. Too many fucking kids. And I'm doing these, I don't know if you've seen, but I'm on fucking TikTok and all that, because I've started getting a fitness fucking drive. I've got up all these mountains around here and all that. So I'm doing a lot of videos on TikTok doing the mountains and stuff. Yeah. Trying to lose this fucking belly. And so I'm doing all that, and I'm struggling to get fucking time to even do BVL once a month. And I don't know. So that time was a problem. But then there was also the fact that I don't think I don't know, me personally, I don't feel like it's the same community it was when I first came into it, when we first started BVL and all that. I think there's been changes, and I think there's a lot of changes. I think it's not the same as it was. I think it's smaller. I think it's a little bit more fragmented as well. Yeah. And so that's kind of taking a little bit of the shine off for me. Yeah, if I'm honest. Yeah, of it. And the fact that I've now decided I've went down to zero nicotine. And and I'm thinking by the time the wee one's here, I think I'm going to give up the vaping. Yeah, going to quit it. Point then. Yeah, I think I'm going to quit it and nip it in the head. So all that, I was sitting with Mrs. S the night last week or something. We're sitting having a chat, and she'll support me anything. She was happy for me to carry on, whatever. But I was like, I think I'm going to knock it in the head. And so I kind of sort of made the decision there and told the guys the next day that it's me, I'm going to quit it. Yeah. And that's it. I'm going to do it. And I'm not coming back, Jay. And that's all about it. Yeah, Jay said earlier, he said, oh, don't worry, be back. No, it's actually me that said that. I've been on 1 mg and 0.5 mg. I've been on 0.5 mg for the last 6 weeks. Which is nothing. That's just fumes. You know what I mean? You're just about done, aren't you? Yeah. So I've been on zero for nearly a week, and I think I'll go to another month, and then there's no point then, is there? There's no point,
The thing is, if you've got it down to zero, and if you did get to a point where you're just desperate to blow out some clouds, you can still do that, can't you? You could just, fill a tank up and.
Well, I could do, but this is the other thing. It was what made me think about that as well. Is these mountains and all this stuff that I'm climbing, right, or walking up. It's like a 3-hour walk, and it's quite hard going, and I'm out of breath. And yes, it's a lot to do with my fitness as well, but I don't think the vape will help. Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's not going to be as bad as smoking, but it's still going to have an effect.
Well, they say it's 95% or 97% better than smoking combustible tobacco.
But there is still going to be an effect there, I think.
You still, well, they tell you, unless you put water and into your body and nothing else, then anything else is going to
exactly,
going to have an effect on it. I know there's certain things that I vape, and I definitely find they do affect my chest a little bit. There's certain clusters that get me. I think Mr. Nevins.
He's doing a Mr. and Mrs. thing, Nevins, isn't he? I seen he put something up today. I've just not seen it, but I did see.
I thought it was his daughter. I was a bit embarrassed. I think
it's his wife.
Yeah, I think it. Well, it turns out it is. So.
I
said, "Oh, your daughter's really."
You just mean she's better looking than him. That's what you mean.
Well, so is everybody.
Look at me, Munchkin. There's no contest there.
Even Bill. Yeah, thanks for showing up, Nevins. Bloody hell. Get with it.
They've already done the buffy and shouted you out.
I like it. I like what he's doing, Nevins. I like the Mr. and Mrs. thing. It's something new, and I mean, me and Munchkin did it, but I like when Aidan did a Mr. and Mrs. thing. Ian did a Mr. and Mrs. thing, but it didn't keep up with it. But they came up with it. I like that. I like it. It's a good idea.
My wife won't go anywhere near a camera. And she's gorgeous as well. She's beautiful. I mean, she's 57 years old. She's absolutely beautiful. And she's never, to me, she's never looked any older, I'll be honest. She's gorgeous. And I said, go on, get on there. We'll get the subs up. She went, I'm not bloody going anywhere near there.
You just don't realise it. Just don't realise it.
Trouble is then, though, I'll be doing me not because they'll be going, oh, yeah, wouldn't they? Sending sick messages through, like, smashing the computer up.
Munchkin just looks like Skint with hair. Don't tell her that, Graham. She'll chew your balls off, mate.
Well done,
Graham. Not in a nice way either.
Yeah, we're going to give you your address. She's going to come around and kick your ass.
Yeah.
So
Johnny Vapor saying Nick Salts makes him hack.
Yeah,
he smokes cigars. Nick Salts, do they?
Mm.
Something I've not vaped a lot of.
Cough and wheeze. And my wife's asthmatic, and I had some 20 milligram. I actually sent it to Big D. 20 milligram Pinkman. There you go. That's it. You look exactly like what I did when I was 20 years ago.
I was going to come on with this to make you jealous, and I forgot all that.
That blonde perm is. You look a bit scouser now, to be honest.
This is Skinty Malinty wig, I think. I think it's a Skinty Malinty wig from the BVL News. I think so.
So, are you going to do any? You're going to do any videos regarding your new life as a fitness expert? Are you just going to leave them on TikTok? Or?
I do TikTok videos, but the reason I do TikTok videos is because it's a minute long videos.
Yeah,
so it's easy enough to do. I just take the camera out, my gimbal when I'm walking, and film the walk, and cut about a minute's worth of stuff and put it up for music. Boom. Yeah, it's so easy. So I do that, and I put that up on YouTube as well. I put them up as shorts. But that's all I'll be doing at the moment. But I think I quite fancy coming back doing reviews, but not vaping. I'm not going to do vape anymore.
No.
I think I'm going to come back and sort of do like fucking cheap budget stuff or something like that. Just any random funny stuff I can find.
Poundland. Just imagine you go into Poundland and get 10 items to review for a tenner.
Well, Wish or something. I'll probably try and make it a bit funnier. Some shite or something.
I ordered this off Wish. I ordered a mini Metro off Wish and it came.
Yeah, something like that. I think they'd be hilarious to do that. I think they'd be quite catchy. That freaky reviews guy, some of the stuff he gets is funny as well. He buys a lot of shite from China and that as well.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I think, to be honest, I quite enjoyed doing that. It took me about 15 minutes to do this video. This is a knife sharpener. It fastens to the table. This is how you sharpen your scissors. This is how you sharpen your knives. This is how you finish off sharpening your knives. It's an amazing product. It's $10.99 off Amazon, and that's
it looked
all you
quite
need,
good.
isn't it? Yeah, it was. It was good. Yeah, yeah.
Aye.
But I've got another knife sharpener that I tried to sharpen my scissors with, and to be honest, I think it wasn't really suitable, and it sharpened the wrong side of them. So you could get like that with your finger, and it wouldn't even mark it. So I've had a few goes because these are brilliant scissors. They were £3 off Amazon, but they're wall cutting scissors. So they were perfect because I've got massive hands anyway. And then they've gone blunt over the last couple of months. What's going on here? We still don't sharpen. We don't have this such talk in the 510. We're posh, you know.
I'll send that to you, Mick, to try, mate. I'll send that for you.
I can imagine
that for me.
I can imagine him doing a review on it as well, can't you? Oh, wait.
Yeah. I can feel it getting sharper with every thrust.
I've been sat on it for an hour now, and it's digging into me. Skint get into bushcraft. Just because he lives on a hill doesn't mean he wants to cut trees down.
Yeah, well, I actually don't live in a hill. I live in a flat area because Inverness is at the estuary of
I've not been
the sea, so it's
but it's beautiful, isn't it? No.
It's nice. Yeah, it's nice. There are plenty of mountains round about, but Inverness itself is quite flat. Sits in a flat area because I've seen the maps say that you've seen the maps that say that. If the ice caps melt, what's going to get flooded? London's going to disappear, and well, Inverness is one of the places up here that will disappear because it's so
right.
It's quite low down.
Yeah. The thing is, we won't miss London, but Inverness seems quite nice.
You won't miss. I'll be going to see. There'll be a lot of happy people.
Well, you can move. You ain't got to stay there till the last day.
I'll move to the top of the fucking hill instead of the bottom. We'll just move up.
It was. It made me laugh when they're on about all this fuel shortage and there's all the people from London going, they should send all the fuel down here first before anybody else gets any because we need it because we're London. It's a bit like California. It's a different country, isn't it? It's an absolute different country. And as far as they're concerned, there's only anything in London that ever goes on. It's like Heat Vapes. He's the same. He lives just outside Buckingham Palace Road.
Yeah, he's went quiet. I've not seen much from him lately.
He usually pops in on the late night vape show when he's had 2 bottles of wine on a Sunday night.
Look at all these suggestions I'm getting for new channels.
There you go. Skint is Nessie.
Watcher, dogging sites. Jeez.
Shame for London to disappear. Hey.
I was up a mountain and I did my first live with TikTok. I did a live in TikTok just to see what it worked like, what it was like. And it was TikTok's got characters, like strange characters. And the guy he asked me, is it any good for dogging? I was up a fucking mountain. I don't know how he's going to drive up there, but never know. He's helicopter, maybe.
Thing is, if he walked up there, he wouldn't have enough energy, would he, for dogging?
Well, you need a car to go dogging, don't you? Unless you're talking about walking.
Is that the idea?
You need a car.
I've never been. Well, you obviously know. I'm not sure.
Mike told me. He's been here a few.
Anyway, it's coming to that time. Sadly,
is it?
Sadly. I've had the last hour out of you, and
it's quick. I've not even bad-mouthed to anybody. I was going to do some drama. Fuck, it's too late.
You'll have to do a video on it and leave it up on the channel.
I just need to fucking pull my hair out in frustration.
It's been an absolute pleasure for you to come on here and give us your last hour.
Yes, it has. It's been a joy. I was looking forward to it, and I'm glad.
When you start bushwhacking or whatever it is you're going to do on your next thing, it'd be really nice if you could come onto my other channel and sit and have an hour.
Yeah, yeah, I will.
And not talk about vaping.
Since you're doing some freaky reviews, mate, and I start up my freaky reviews, we'll do
we'll do joint freaky reviews.
We'll collab.
Collab, yeah. We wish you all the luck with the new baby.
Thanks, man.
Obviously, Mrs. Skint needs a little bit more luck because she's got you and the baby to look after, and I hope that the show carries on without you because obviously
Nevins, that was quick. That's because you've just come in. Fucking.
What's he put? That was quick. Oh yeah. You
appeared like 5 minutes ago, mate.
It's turning in Nevins. When you see Nevins, Cheats used to be the troll, and now it's Nevins. So we wish you the best of luck with the new baby.
Yes, thank you, man.
And thank you very much for coming on and speaking to us. and for being a good mate. Really, I've really enjoyed speaking to you over this last year on
I'm
odd
not
occasions.
dying. I will be about.
Well, no, I've actually got your phone number, so I could ring you up.
Very true.
Yeah, come on, give him some love hearts in that chat, so we can send him off in a really special way.
Thank you very much, guys, for joining us.
There you go. Look at Liz. Who is Skint again? I don't know who's Skint.
I'm not getting a love offer. She loves to hate me. But Elizabeth.
Anyway, go over to the 510 mixcloud.com/the510 and have a listen to Benny, and watch out for Cuddler's Corner and see if you can, have a baby in 9 months.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, everybody. Good night.
Finger.
Oh yeah, facial beard.
Finger everyone in the